Now, physical activity comes very much next to nutrition, if not on par with nutrition, to maintain well-being of women. Not necessarily prevent illness, but create a state of well-being, both not only of the mind but also of the body. To feel agile, to be able to be active even at the twilight years, because age-related disorders set in a bit early for women due to the hormonal imbalances which happen due to menopause. Definitely there is a decline in estrogen. Estrogen gives you a state of well-being, gives the suppleness of your joints, strengthen your bones, keeps the quality of your skin very good, keeps the quality of your lubrication in various other parts of the body, maintains your good cholesterol very well, keeps your heart healthy. So all these things will undergo a change moment you hit menopause. And that is the reason why we need to take extra precaution for our health, so that we minimize the risk of the onset of these illnesses once the middle age starts. Added to that, the stresses of middle life, as well as your job, your settlement of your kids, your family, juggling of various activities also sets in at the same time, further exponentially increasing the stresses and the related reactions of the body. So therefore, physical activity is a must. As I mentioned earlier, if you are only maintaining your diet and the nutritional aspect and you're not expending the calories, these will definitely get converted to fat, and that will cause fatty liver, that will cause a pre-diabetic state and further deterioration of your metabolic illnesses. So the WHO has set in a recommendation that anybody between the age of 18 and 65 should do regular physical activity of moderate intensity of at least 45 minutes per day. Preferably 150 minutes in a week. So that what is meant by moderate intensity physical activity? If I am conversing with you as you're doing your exercise, you should not be able to complete a sentence without gasping for breath. If you're comfortably chatting away, that means the intensity is not moderate enough. That is the baseline. So whatever it takes to achieve that moderate intensity is a must for having that amount of physical activity for any age group between 18 and 65. Beyond that, 30 minutes of physical activity is good enough to maintain the weight, to maintain the agility and the suppleness of your bones and joints. So a combination of physical activity with cardio and strength training and flexibility is what is recommended for women in general. So I've already mentioned about the cardio and the aerobic activity. So if you do about 40 minutes of brisk walking, I would not recommend running, especially on the roads now because of the potholes and the dangers and the hazards, and do not run with your mask because you might feel breathless. But brisk walking, especially in the nature, it gives you a lot of rejuvenation and re-energizing your levels and the so-called happy hormone secretion in your body. Exercise is a very fulfilling task for the mental well-being as well, so makes your body feel completely re-energized. Strength training is a must because when you work your large muscle groups, more calories expended. So if you're on a weight optimization program, just cardio might take 3 months, whereas if you add on strength training, you will accelerate the weight loss by about 1.5 months. So very important to use your large muscle groups. So squats, your shoulder presses, your biceps, your triceps, your planks, which work out your core muscles and large muscle group, 3 times a week is good enough to do strength training for a period of about 20 minutes. Importance is flexibility and endurance. That comes in with your practices of yoga and deep breathing, because then your muscles become more stretchy. The more you stretch your muscles, the more the endurance for the exercises. Women leave out an exercise because they complain of calf pain, they complain of thigh pain, buttock pain, body pain, because the muscle produce what is called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. That once it sets in, the next day the woman refuses to go for a walk. That can be minimized by stretching, appropriate warm-up appropriate cool down, and yoga like stretches. So if that is all combined together, that gives a very good physical activity schedule for the week. That's very, very important to follow so you don't injure yourself. I know we all underestimate the importance and significance of good quality sleep, especially women. As mothers, we think we have to get up early and we have to be the last one to hit the bed, even though you are deprived of sleep over an entire work week. So it's very important to understand sleep is as important, if not more important, than even exercise. Sometimes I do tell my women that even if you're not able to get up in the morning and you think you're deprived of sleep, you need that extra hour, please give importance to that extra hour so that you do not feel lethargic for the entire week. The exercise can be caught up upon during the working day. You do not necessarily need to exercise that 1 full hour or 1 full 45 minutes at a stretch. In fact, we recommend bursts of physical activity spread over the whole day is as good, if not better, than 1 full spell of 45 minutes. So say for example, I'm a working woman, I have a business meeting. I would like to take up the stairs of 5 floors. That is counted as physical activity. I go out for lunch. I do not take the cab. I walk to the workplace back from the lunch. That is taken as physical activity. I get down, stop before, even if I'm coming in my own car, walk back to the house. That is physical activity. Never use the elevator. That is physical activity. Whereas you cannot catch up on sleep. So dedicate that hour to catch up on the sleep and do not deprive yourself of sleep. Sleep deprivation has detrimental effects on the body because it produces a lot of pressure hormones or stress hormones in the body, mainly in the form of steroids and adrenaline. Both of these put up your blood pressure, put up your glucose levels, alter the fat metabolism, proven hormones to increase the fat deposit in the body and thereby make you prone to diabetes as well as heart issues. People who have been fitness freaks, who have been health freaks, who have very good diet, teetotalers and exercise fitness gurus still have had sudden deaths because of serious sleep deprivation. A good quality of sleep, when I mean good quality, not for the younger generation these days, because between 11 and 5 is the time, which is PM, of course, which is the time which is to be a good quality sleep. Sleeping at 3 a.m., waking up at 12 noon does not make it good quality sleep. So this 7 hours is a must for any adult. For elderly people, it might become a challenge to get back to sleep or go to bed as such. So have a very strict sleep schedule and practice the same sleep schedule every day. Do not use the bed for other activities apart from sleep. People have this habit, especially working online, to sit on the bed and do their work. That will not give you the correct idea of the concept of sleep to the body and the mind when it is required, and you will be in a work mode psychologically. Switch off all bright lights, especially eliminate all blue light from the bedroom. Make it a bit more colder, make it a bit more darker, so the quality of sleep is improved. Do not charge your mobile phones near the bed. That compromises the quality of sleep and also leaves a disturbed sleep. Make sure you're not too warm at the time of sleep because that can cause disturbance during sleep. Do not have alcohol. Do not go to bed in a full stomach. Do not have coffee and caffeine related drinks beyond 6 p.m. because that can keep your mind alert. In children, do not give them sugary desserts, and sugar rush can set in and they will not sleep properly if they are having a sugar rich diet, especially in the evening. In general, it is better to avoid sugar-rich substances. Do not drink plenty of fluids beyond 9 p.m. because that will be disturbing in terms of needing to use the washroom regularly. Women should not feel guilty about taking that extra half an hour, and if you need to have a nap in the afternoon, which is called a power nap, nothing more than half an hour. 20 to 30 minutes is the ideal healthy power nap. Beyond that, you will find it difficult to get back to sleep in the night. Exposing yourself to adequate daylight the moment you get up in the morning is a very good way to set your biological clock to the rhythm so that you get back your sleep in the night time. So people who are working shifts could practice this habit so that they can set their biological clock when the shift changes. So these are very important practical aspects, how to improve the quality of sleep and how sleep is so important for maintaining the well-being. Thank you.